All right, we're live. Crazy breaking news, and you're not hearing about this. Hello, Kyrock. Welcome in, number one tonight. A little late live, watching football. What the hell is going on? Why aren't we hearing more? Lemon J, welcome in, welcome in. Just a little live tonight. A little late live. We're going to listen in a little bit. Vehicle, how are you? Trump, let's go. Amazing. Mike Johnson says Donald Trump was an FBI informant. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? What's going on, John? John Camacho during the whole football game. Great cigar. Haven't smoked to Camacho in a while. Hello, John. Welcome in, everybody. We got raw video. Going to play. It's about 5 minutes. I'll wait for some more to come in. What it really means, Mike Johnson says Donald Trump was an FBI informant. Are you kidding me? He said that he was working on Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and he was playing them. It was a big secret. He said, and Mike Johnson let it out. Now, the big question is, was Mike Johnson, did he do it on purpose? Did he accidentally spill it? Or what does he exactly mean? We're going to discuss that on tonight's live. Also, hello, Whiskey Tango. Good to see you. Also, good day for the homeless. I got two homeless people into a shelter today, and also able to give out some more meals. Once again, these homeless people are really appreciated. But this is crazy. I'm not hearing too much about it on any of the networks. Live Fox, they showed a little bit of it. We're going to watch a little bit. It's crazy. I'm going to let everybody listen to this. But Mike Johnson was answering to a reporter. He was answering to a reporter as he was talking about, they were talking about the Epstein files. And he says, well, Trump, he was an FBI informant. Whoa! Shit that came out. Is Trump going to be upset about it? Was it supposed to be undercover? What do you guys think? Or is this a bunch of BS? What do you guys think? You think it was just a bunch of BS, or is he, quote unquote, pretty much saying Trump was kind of like, playing the whole time and trying to expose the Democrat Party, or just waiting? How did he hold it back so long? How did Donald Trump, I don't know if I would, hold it for all these years if it's true. Again, if you're just coming in, we're going to discuss Mike Johnson, the House representative, says that Donald Trump was an FBI informant. So he's not just the president. He's working for the FBI. Holy crap. It's crazy. We're going to listen in to what he has to say. Hey, Panda, how are you? Frank Eagle, good to see you, my friend. Welcome in, everybody, and happy Friday night. Football games. Eagles won. Kansas City loses. Great games. Late night talk here. I'm Sal. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Show the channel some love as we unravel a lot of politics, and at the end of the day, we help out the homeless. Just a small favor: go Eagles, go Birds. And if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. I appreciate every one of you. We're gonna listen in to this 5-minute clip. 5-minute clip of Mike Johnson saying Donald Trump was an FBI informant. Let's listen in. Listen in.
Soon. We're working through various ideas on what that can entail.
Mike Johnson.
Really, a nationwide crime bill is one of the things on the table. A couple of the areas that we're looking at specifically initially is
Crystal Richmond.
Juvenile crime problem, which is a big thing around the country that there's some ideas on how to address, and also these restrictive policing policies that have done real harm in major cities. I mean, the same people that were very vocal about the defund police movement now seem to have awakened to the reality and recognize that more policing is helpful, and so we're going to address some of those things.
Mr. Speaker, do you think that Thomas Massey deserves to be reelected?
Thomas Massey has to make that decision himself. I mean, he is actively working against his team.
That's the reporter.
And
hello, Pat.
And seems to enjoy that role. So he is, deciding his own fate.
What about that?
I have bent over backwards to help every member of my conference. As you know, the speaker's job is to lead the incumbent protection program, as I call it. I've had long, thoughtful discussions with Thomas Massey about some of his antics, the way he openly
Yes,
attacks
ma'am,
me
Crystal.
online almost every hour of every day for sport. Totally unfounded. My way is to reach out an olive branch to everybody and try to be a peacemaker, and some people make that very difficult for me.
Do you think that he's going to succeed in getting the 6 signatures to force this vote?
I don't expect he will, but I mean, the whole effort has been mooted. It's not necessary anymore. Let me make this very clear, as we've made several times the last couple of days. The Oversight Committee's effort goes further than the discharge. It requests and seeks and is actually gathering more documents, it's even anticipated, by the discharge. The discharge is poorly written. It does not adequately protect innocent victims, and that is a very important thing. It doesn't protect whistleblowers or confidential informants or undercover law enforcement agents, which are critical to protect in sex trafficking investigations, obviously. It has lots of problems. The discharge petition goes after the Epstein estate files, which is, we're told by people who know, a treasure trove of information. Discharge doesn't cover it. Discharge doesn't go after the Treasury, the banking records that the Oversight Committee does. They're already gathering that. So
What the victims want? The victims came up here
But
asking for this.
I spent 2.5 hours with the leading victims, 6 of those women who were the leading spokespersons yesterday. They sat with the entire Oversight Committee, and as you all know, we've got some real bulldogs on both sides of the aisle in that room, fiercely committed to taking care of this problem. With tears, they told us how grateful they were to have leadership of Congress and all these members dialed in on that. Now, we tip our hats. We are so proud of the heroism and the courage of these women who came forward and put their names and faces on this effort. But remember, they represent as many as 1,000 other women, most of whom are not comfortable coming forward. So what we have to make sure to do, I'm a lawyer, I understand our responsibility and I understand the nuances of this. The details matter in how you do this. You have to protect the innocent victims who do not want to come out and stand behind the microphones. And I think the women who spoke yesterday clearly understand that. They told me that themselves. In fact, I met with them privately before he went into oversight yesterday, and I explained the necessity of that, and every single one of them nodded and said, of course, yes, please do that.
But Trump called it a hoax yesterday.
All right, listen in, guys.
What Trump is referring to is the hoax that the Democrats are using to try to attack him. He has never said or suggested or implied. I've talked to him about this many times, many times.
It comes
He is
across as
horrified.
calling the whole thing a hoax.
It's been misrepresented. He's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant.
Whoa!
Take this stuff down.
Hold on.
The president knows.
FBI informant. You heard it right there. Did he slip? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. We'll listen to it again one more time.
Talked to him about this many times, many times.
It comes
He is
across as
horrified.
calling the whole thing a hoax.
It's been misrepresented. He's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has.
All right, so there you go. You heard it there from the speaker. We'll talk about the game, Crystal, in a little bit, I'm sure. There you go. House Representative Mike Johnson says Trump was an FBI informant. I mean, he just came out and said it. Just like that. What is going on? So, what he's saying is, at the time, first of all, I don't get it. I mean, how did Trump stay secret like this? What he's trying to say is Trump the whole time was pushing and playing an FBI, playing a part of an FBI and setting them up. What do you think? Think it's true? Yes or no in the chat. What do you think? Because when they say, Trump was on the list, I said it the whole time that there was Trump or Clinton. I went both. But when they say Trump's name was on there, well, it was on there, right? So where's all the little people at tonight, aka trolls? He was. Trump was on that list, but as an FBI informant. Now, again, I covered this Epstein the other day about him saying a hoax, and I know sometimes Trump talks a little fast, and he should explain himself a little bit more. But he is human. He does not mean the whole sex trafficking and these young ladies was a hoax. But what he's trying to say is the Democrat is a hoax to try to bring down Donald Trump. And he didn't say this, but I'm going to say this, and other presidents like Bill Clinton. And so he was playing, so to speak, an FBI informant to get information. So there you go, Trump with the FBI hat on saying, hey, we got to figure out what the hell is going on. Hello, everybody. I'm Sal. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Hello, Bruce. Crystal, real quick. I know it's late. Your Cowboys played good. CD Lamb catches that ball. It's a whole nother game, and the Eagles lose. Both players were spitting, and I hear that the Eagles, Jeffrey Lurie is going to suspend the player on the Eagles, and I think Prescott's probably going to get a penalty because spitting is not tolerated. But yes, the Eagles are 1-0, and the Kansas City Chiefs, if you just watch football, they have lost. They're 0-1, and my Philadelphia Eagles play Kansas City next week, and we'll see what happens. Well, welcome in, everybody. This is crazy. I mean, Trump is not a FBI. Let's make it clear. But, you know, he was like a, you know, so to speak, behind the scene kind of thing and helping. It's not about helping the Republicans, in my opinion. He was helping out the victims and knew that that this creep, this piece of crap, was doing this, and he was just trying to gather so much information. It explains a lot more now with the fumble. I called it a fumble. I still think he did fumble back and forth with Pam Bondi, that I will say, but it explains now how he was just keeping things, and now 3,000 pages of these files are being exposed. And but again, Trump says a big hoax. He's not calling this Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell hoax. He's just saying it's a hoax in itself. They're always out to get Donald Trump. Whatever he does, he can give out everybody $10,000. They just hate Donald Trump, and that's the way it is. But it's crazy because Donald Trump never said anything about this. I've never heard. Did anybody ever hear it? I never heard Trump, and all of a sudden, he sounded very confident, Mike Johnson. It's like almost to me, he didn't even slip. He just came out in his words. And it wasn't like the reporter was pressuring him. So maybe he was meant for Speaker Mike Johnson to come out and say it, or maybe not. What do you think? And will Trump have a meeting with Mike Johnson? Say, hey, whoa. Why'd you let that out? Why did you say that? We don't want that. Or maybe it was meant to say. What do you guys think? You think it was meant for Mike Johnson to say? You think Trump says if the reporters discuss the Epstein files, go ahead and let them know I was an FBI informant? What do you think? I'll wait for your comments. To me, I don't know if he slipped. I think he was just on a roll and said, hey, I'm going to say what I got to say. Crazy stuff. Never a dull moment. I tell you, it explains a lot of stuff now, right? Like my wife says, you know, don't rush to judgment on Donald Trump because he keeps things as a secret. He's not going to rush to let a lot of stuff out, right? And maybe he was just hiding this and it was the right time, or maybe he was going to wait longer. I don't know. We'll have to see. We might not know, but maybe Donald Trump, again, didn't want Mike Johnson to say it. Maybe he'll catch a little gazziata in Italian, which means catch a little hell. Or maybe Trump's going to say, hey, that's okay. That's okay. I was going to wait, but it's okay. You said it. I don't know. Hey, thank you so much for joining this live, a late night live. Appreciate everybody being here. Now, Crystal Richmond, are you here? You're going to have to I'm going to have to send you an Eagles hat, and you're going to have to wear it all year. I'm only kidding, Crystal. I'm only kidding. Good game, good football. Can you believe NFL is out and crazy? 2 good games to the wire. Tonight's game and last night's game. Crystal says, I believe he said it and then thought about it, but now it's out and there it is. Yeah, probably right. Probably agree. Hey, Freshly Wild, how are you? Mark, what's going on? Dylan, how are you? What's happening? We're late night here on this Friday evening, and I got to tell you, never a dull moment, and explain some things now when they say Trump was on the list, because again, if you're just coming in, our topic is according to Mike Johnson, and he came out today, hey, Trump was an FBI informant, meaning he was working, trying to help the victims and sort out the mess between all Americans, Republicans, Democrats, and find out who the hell was doing these horrific things to these beautiful young ladies at the age of 14, 16, 18 years old. Now they're young adults. And you heard a lot of them speak a couple days ago, 10 of them. And Trump came on and said, hey, he goes, it's a hoax. And a lot of people took it the wrong way. Even me at the beginning. But as I digest it, the hoax was, in my opinion, and according to Mike Johnson, duplicating what I said, that it was a hoax in the sense as the Democrats never give up. They just keep pushing and pushing and using these girls and just trying to like point at Donald Trump. And the whole time, yes, Trump was on the list, but it wasn't the list of the Epstein, quote unquote, being at the Jeffrey Epstein Island or Bill Clinton. And we should hear more in the next couple days and weeks about this over 3,000 pages of these victims on the Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. So that's it right there. You heard it. We'll play it again in a little bit for new subscribers coming in. Hey, I appreciate all the likes on my short videos. Thank you so much. Hey, Richard. Good to see you, Richard. Hello, moderators. Yes, thank you, moderators, for being here tonight. I know it's late. I was going to go earlier, but I'm addicted to football, and it just opened up. So I wanted to enjoy a little football action here. And, of course, we got college tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Donald Trump. I'm going to read some comments. We're going to talk about Trump in a second. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. You never know. Trump is so smart. As a lot of people on here say, he is playing chess in 5K. Right, Lemon J? He is always 2, 3, 4 moves ahead. And sometimes he goes fast. I've called him out and goes a little fast, hits a bump. But as my wife, Maribel, says, he keeps things a secret. And again, we're talking about Mike Johnson, who said Donald Trump was FBI informant. Maybe Mike Johnson was not exposed to come out and say it like that. Or maybe Trump said, hey, if it ever gets to a point and, the right moment, then go ahead and just tell him that I had that FBI hat on. And I was working to uncover the victims of this whole Jeffrey Epstein, 3,000 pages, crazy stuff. Each and every other day, you're hearing a twist in this whole thing. And I think we might be getting a little closer to maybe finding out who these people were on the Democrat side, Republican side. Again, athletes, movie stars. And at the whole time, Trump kept it quiet. Can anybody on here explain how he could keep it inside like that? I mean, think about it. All the reporters, Jeffrey Epstein, and it's important. It's important. But to not come out one time and say, gosh darn it, I was an FBI informant. I know what the hell's going on, right? And he never said it. But tonight, a couple hours ago, I guess, maybe 3-4 hours ago, Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, says, there you go. He cared. He wasn't calling the whole thing a hoax. He was basically calling the Democrat a hoax and continue to open it up. Because, when Biden was president and Kamala was running and got beaten in a landslide, a knockout in the first round, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sal. Thank you for liking and subscribing. The Democrats never once, did anybody on here, yes or no, ever hear Biden, Kamala, Nancy Pelosi, or any of the Democrats, I'll go farther, or Republicans, ever say anything this much on the Epstein or anything on Donald J. Trump, our 48th president? Anybody, anything? No. And did anybody on the Republican side, on fairness, ever say anything about Bill Clinton? No. Why? Because they knew that Trump was working as a undercover FBI informant and knew that he could not give out the information. And again, if you're just coming in, according to Ghislaine Maxwell, under oath, who is a liar, but comfortably said to the DOJ, right, and said, hey, Clinton or Trump never participated in any kind of massages or anything like that, right? So there you have it. Just to make the haters mad, Trump 20. Hey, I appreciate that donation. Thank you. There you go. Yeah, love it. Thank you. Appreciate it. And by the way, 100% of that super chat goes to the homeless. So on this, we're able to go ahead and pass that forward to help out the homeless people here in Las Vegas, at least. And we appreciate it. But yes, because the haters are going to be haters. And now they're going to come on and say, oh, whoa, it's all made up. It's all made up. Not true. There you have it. Mike Johnson didn't come out in his first sentence and say that, right? He talked and talked. He was calm. You could tell when somebody's lying, right? I mean, come on. We're not stupid, most of us, right? He was comfortable and talking to his reporter side by side. He was relaxed. He's not hyper, right? He's calm, collective, and he let it out. Now, maybe he wasn't supposed to let it out, but Trump was working on bringing down the information, not just the Democrats, guys, not just the Republicans. He was working on bringing down the whole racketeer, all of them. That's what he was doing. Hey, appreciate that. Yeah, thank you so much. If you're new, like and subscribe. Really appreciate that donation. Thank you. If you're new, like and subscribe. We're live almost every day, and we do help out the homeless when we can. Plenty of shorts. A lot of haters on there too, my friend. People are coming on. You got one coffee, but the wife didn't get one. Well, I didn't see the wife. But all I can do is try, and you gave them McDonald's. They don't see I give them homemade food. I'm only trying to, just like Donald Trump. At least we're trying to help out the homeless, right? At least we're trying. But the haters are going to be haters. People are always going to have something to say, and that's fine. That's fine. I call myself out sometimes, but thank you so much for this late night live. I appreciate the donations there. Thank you so very much, Rabbit1. Thank you. But there you go, guys. Trump is an amazing president. And again, he's moving so quick. I've called him out when I think he needs to slow down. He's done so many things. FBI informant, taking away Iran, the nukes, right? Or it could have been a lot worse for our future or even now, right? Closing the borders, making the economy better. It's not where we got to be right now. But my God, guys, he's only been there a couple months and he's doing so many things, right? Trying to end the war. Trying to negotiate with this piece of shit Putin. Trying to bring the countries together. And I still think he will end that war. I really do. And a lot of you are going to say, what the hell are you smoking? I'm telling you right now, I think if anybody can do it and end this war that we should have never been in, it's Donald J. Trump. Think about it. If it was Kamala or a Democrat, I'll even go farther. If it was any other Republican, aside from Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance, I don't think we would even be as good right now. If you're just coming in, say Nikki Haley was president. Say, God forbid, Trump, they try to assassinate him in Butler. Say they took him out, God forbid. Nikki Haley could have been, I believe she would have won. I would have voted for her. I don't think she would have been doing as much as Donald Trump. I don't think anybody will. Thank God every day, guys, that he's your president. Just when you think he's doing things not the correct way, because I've called him out, I'm like, what the hell is he doing? But as my wife, who's smarter than me, take it easy, Sal. He's not going to tell us all, right, Palon? And here he is. They all like him. Everybody in the cabinet likes him. Everybody enjoys working with him. And I believe behind closed doors, real quick, and I'll read some more comments, I believe the Democrats, some, really like him. They're not going to say it. Some. Because there's some decent Democrats out there. But the problem is, they're like a cult. One thing they do, they stick together. So even some of the ones that have a little bit of a brain, they say, man, this Trump's amazing. But God forbid they come out and say it, then they're crucified. They stick together and just keep pounding Trump like he's some kind of evil man. Mean. Where he's not. He's one of us. He's a blue-collar worker, guys. With a little temper. I said this over and over. Cusses a little bit. I know it rubs a lot of the women and some men the wrong way. Even me. But I'd rather have somebody you see like that. And I don't know how the hell he kept this quiet. Again, if you're coming in, we're discussing the Mike Johnson. We have video here. It's about 5 minutes. Who said Donald Trump was an FBI informant and the hoax. Again, when he says the hoax, I'll speak for Trump. It wasn't like the girls was a hoax. He never said that these girls, these young, beautiful ladies, made anything up. They're just out to get them. And again, nothing was mentioned. The whole Biden administration, not even late. They never came out one time and said, hey, Trump's involved with the Epstein. Not one time. Because they knew it wasn't true. But they didn't know he was undercover. They didn't know he was an FBI informant. Or did they? You never even heard anything about Bill Clinton on the flip side. But that's why they say Donald Trump was on the list. So all the haters who say Donald Trump was on the list, he was. He was on the list as far as the FBI informant. And I'm laughing, but it's true. Because you know damn right well, Donald Trump would never, ever do anything like that. Now, is he perfect? No. But to go as far as the Epstein Island, or even go even farther and massage young ladies. And again, I feel the same about Bill Clinton. You know what I mean? I know I don't think either one of them did. And I'll even go farther. The last committee, because it wasn't, Biden was sleeping. So forget Biden. He's just the worst president. I personally don't think any president, in my opinion, or vice president were involved in any of these young ladies. Now, I said this before if you're new, possibly, maybe a senator, maybe a Republican and Democrat went there. Maybe they got involved in it. We don't know. We might know. Maybe some athletes, maybe some movie stars, maybe some billionaires, millionaires did that. And if they did, those pieces of shit should be in jail for the rest of their life. And I hope that we'll find out something more. And that's, Trump's is getting tired. Now I understand. I'll read some more comments in a second. Now I understand why Trump's so fed up. More on the Epstein files? Because he wants to say it. I know. Trump knows. Trump knows what the hell's going on. And I'm going to say one more thing. I know some of my conservatives might be upset. It's not about Trump and Clinton being friends. I mean, I don't know if they're friends, but I think I think Trump appreciates Bill a little bit. And I think Bill Clinton, behind closed doors, knows that Trump's doing the right thing, right? And even Hillary, right? And if he knew that there was something out there, and this is true, and I think it is, the FBI informant, Trump would have unraveled it all, right? So there you go, guys. There you go. Trump, the whole time, was just keeping it in. Now, the whole question is, I'll say this one last time. Do you think Donald Trump will be upset at Mike Johnson now that it's out there? Or maybe Trump's like, oh, okay, I'm glad he said it. I didn't have to say it. Or maybe, just maybe, Trump said, Mike Johnson, if you're ever getting in a one-on-one with a reporter, I have no problem you telling them that I was working behind scenes, working on getting justice and getting these Epstein information out to the public. I don't know. All right, Mini-Me, how are you? We are winning every day, Lemon J. Thank you, moderators, for being here. Crystal and Lemon J and Richard. Appreciate you guys being here on this Friday night. Where else are you going to be? Huh? Where else are you going to be on a Friday night? Let's see here. Richard says, Sal, you see where Biden has another form of cancer on top? What? Yeah, I heard that. That's a shame. Look, I was the first one to come out. Look, he was the worst president. But I don't want to see anybody, even my haters, or any president, whether they're the worst president, the best president, in between. And my personal thoughts are really, let me look in the camera, are with the Biden's family. It's just sad. And you don't know, you know, he could beat this, but I pray for him. Yeah, I did see that, Richard. And it's a shame. In my opinion, I don't wish that on anybody. My worst enemy, and I mean that. Haven't really seen Biden come out and speak or anything like that. It's got to be tough. But then again, you know, here we go again. They cover that up too, the Democrats, right? They never once, they look, in my opinion, Biden probably knew he was sick then, and they cover that up too. You know, not really Biden's fault. It's part of the family part of the mostly the administration part, the doctors. Not even a doctor's fault. It's all a racketeer, guys. But yeah, my prayers are with the Bidens on that. Much better economy with Biden, hands down. Philip Smith, welcome in. That's your opinion now, Philip. I have no problem with that. You think I was going to Hey, listen, if you're new to this channel, I'm Trump. I'm MAGA. I think he's one of the best presidents in our lifetime. Arguably speaking, probably the top 3 president ever. But if you want to come on here and discuss different things about Biden, that's your opinion. I think a lot of people, even Democrats, are going to say that's totally wrong. The economy was horrible. Now, is it great now? No, it's not where we got to be. But remember, we're still in a war. We're still coming through a worse economy, one of the worst economies under the Biden administration. So take your meds. You know, I think I will take my meds. I'll get some water. West Palm Beach, enjoy it. God bless, Jeff. Wish I was there. Welcome in, Jason. Swollen feet, bruised hands, puffy eyes. Puffy eyes, no. Swollen feet, we don't know. Bruised hands, you're right. And I've discussed that many times. If you want me to say he doesn't have swollen hands, no, he does. And but his health looks fine. I don't think it's anything serious. His mind is focused. Why did Trump say to hoax? Now, if you're just coming in, I'll take that comment that you're just coming in. You didn't hear me for the last 25 minutes. He never said that it's a hoax. A hoax, according to the Democrat, pounding and pounding Trump. That was the hoax that he's alluding to. Okay. Viva USA, absolutely. Why hasn't he released the files? The files have been released, over 3,200 pages. Yeah. Yeah, I wish Biden well too. Yeah. I don't care what the hell. I don't bother me if you're trans, gay, straight, black, white, Italian. Whatever makes you happy. Those files are already released. Yes. Hey, thank you very much, Palin. I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, if you're new to the channel, only if you feel comfortable, let us know where you're coming in from. Like, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Thank you so much for the 52 likes and the donations. Appreciate you guys being here on this Friday evening. Every day there's something going on. You know, with Trump, most of it's great stuff. You know, a lot of people are saying, well, he hasn't ended the war. What the hell you want? He went all the way to Alaska. He did everything he had to do. Putin's a nut. So he's in 5th gear. A lot of presidents are in 3rd gear. Biden was in no gear, right? So at least he's in 5th gear. I still think that war's gonna end. In my opinion. Hey, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Some great comments, guys. I try to read most of the comments, guys. Thank you, Richard. I seen that. Appreciate you, Richard. Appreciate all the moderators on here. Natalie Hopkins. Hello, Natalie. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Hope everything's well for you. Hey, hope everybody's feeling good, doing well. Remember, if you're going through anything, one day at a time, always stay positive. What do you want to do? Negative? Speaking of positive, Trump's always positive, right? Even during the pandemic, Trump had us thinking good, right? Everything was positive with Trump. We're going to get through this. We're going to hit a couple bumps. People passed away, relatives of mine. But Trump had us positive. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Hey, thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Thank you for spreading the truth. Hey, thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that donation. Once again, we pass that forward to the homeless here, at least in Las Vegas. So thank you, Jeff. Kansas City Chiefs just lost to yes, they're 0-1. Football's back. 2 good games. But all we can do is try. And what was I saying? Oh, Trump. Always positive. Always a couple pieces ahead in chess. Always trying to make it better for all of us. Democrats, Republicans, gay, straight, whatever. He's trying to fight for us at 79 years young, strong. His mind's like a 50-year-old. Yes, he's got little swollen hands, always moving fast. Sometimes a little too fast, right? Positive with his chest out. Yes, he needs to lose a little weight, a couple pounds. He's not, but, he doesn't drink or smoke. He's on the right move, ladies and gentlemen. Trump has saved the country. And if you're new, he saved the Republican Party. But I'll go a little farther. He saved the Democrat Party. He's saving. Kyrox, thank you. Mega Forever. Sal Vegas 1. Membership. Appreciate all the memberships. And once again, the memberships all go to the homeless as well. So thank you. Kyrock. Appreciate 1 month membership. Trump cover up the Epstein. If you're just coming in, Trump hasn't covered anything up. Trump has been working, according to Mike Johnson. You guys might not agree. That's your opinion. Mike Johnson says Donald Trump was an FBI informant. He was really trying to get justice for these beautiful young ladies that were 12 years old. Could have been our daughters, a niece, a sister. Never the hoax meant to the young ladies. The hoax is the Democrat. Because 85% of the Democrat Party, nobody on here, but 85% of the Democrat Party is not even a Democrat Party anymore. I don't know what the hell happened. Mike, what's happening, Mike? I don't know what happened. I really don't. I think it's finished for a while. I keep saying it. Lee, what happened to your Chiefs? Ardell, welcome in. Hello, Ardell. Appreciate you being here. I appreciate all my loyal subscribers. I appreciate all new subscribers. Appreciate all the moderators and each and every one of you, and even the haters. Terry, how are you? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Thank you for the 62 likes. If you're just coming in, Mike Johnson, about 4 or 5 hours ago, was approached by a reporter and calmly, I said it's calmly, if we heard it, we'll hear it one more time, said that Trump was working. It wasn't a hoax that he was saying. He calmly said Trump was working as an FBI informant. He was playing, trying to find out who the hell was involved on the Democrat side and the Republicans. All. He was working to figure out who the hell this piece of shit is. What's he doing? How did he make so much money from being a math teacher? And who the hell's involved? And that's what he was doing. So when the Democrats and some Republicans say that he was on a list, you're right. He was on the list to unravel this mess. William, as far as the tariffs go, no, I don't know if the Democrats realize this, but do you know that Nancy Pelosi mentioned tariffs a long time ago when she was a little younger? Do you know Hillary Clinton also did? Do you know Barack Obama? A lot of presidents on both sides always mention we have no choice to go to tariffs. Because short term, you're going to feel a little bit. Stock market's blowing up. But they didn't have the balls, right, to go ahead with it. Because they're worried about their legacy. What can go wrong? Trump's a businessman. He doesn't worry about what's going to go wrong. We're going to hit the country's been screwing us forever. All of them. China, Canada, Mexico. Now it's time to get some of that money back. And yes, it hurt my business a little bit. I was on here complaining. But I guarantee you, long term, not even long term, within the next month or two, it's going to be amazing. Our economy is doing really good. What are we supposed to do? Continue the way we are? Just continue letting these countries rip us off? Why shouldn't we get stuff made here? Why shouldn't we get control? Why should I rather spend our money here, pay a little bit more in the United States of America? Why should we have to depend on China? They're the worst. COVID. Fentanyl. All these new drugs that are out there. Not the people, the government. They continue to rip us off, and we're supposed to just lay down and say, let it continue for the next administration. Let it continue to the next administration. Keep on going. We won't have an economy. So as far as the tariffs go, Giga, how are you? Economy's doing great, and it needs to be better. Economy needs to be better, and it will. If any other president was in the position right now, Republican or Democrat, for the exception of Marco Rubio, maybe J.D. Vance, we wouldn't be where we're at right now. Now, the job report came out today, which is another bullshit. That jobs are down, this and that. They do everything to make Trump. Jobs are fine. There's plenty of jobs. David E., subscriber, says the economy sucks. And he says it again. Thank you, Lemon J. And then again, just a reminder, I have no problem disagreeing with me, but when you say it multiple times, then YouTube looks at it as a red flag, and guess what? They're going to be probably timed out, and Joe says the economy sucks as well. I am not Latino. I agree, Jeff. The economy's doing good, Jeff. And Jeff, it's doing good. And it's going to continue to get better. And a lot of us are going to be looking back in 2 years and say, oh my God, the economy's even going to be better. And then, you know, we're going to be looking back. Even Democrats are going to be saying, man, it's Trump, man. He was a little mean. I didn't vote for him. Not me, but people. Oh, man, he did okay. Yeah, he did more than okay. He's going to do more than okay. He's not perfect. And he might have even fumbled it with the Epstein there, back and forth with Pam Bondi. But it kind of makes sense now. Kind of makes sense if it's true with Mike Johnson, with the FBI informant. It kind of all makes sense now. And maybe that's why Pam Bondi didn't lose her job, right? Maybe. Maybe that's why Dan Bongino didn't come to work on that Friday. Maybe there was some stuff. See how the things at the time, even me, are like, what the hell's going on? As time goes, we get more information on this. Somebody says, I can't stomach Trump. Oh, that's your opinion. You don't have to stomach Trump, but you know what? We're doing well. We're doing well as an economy. He's keeping us safe. He's making peace deals all over. Stop 7 wars. Close the borders. You know, even my mom, I continue to say she's a Democrat, moderate, and she says, wow, I can't believe he's... Most people, forget the Democrat, Republican, most people are saying borders had to be closed. And by the way, I got a live tomorrow. I'm going to give you a sneak peek we're going to talk about. And the title, I don't know what the title is going to be, but let me tell you this. Do you know how many young children lost their lives coming over here illegal? And also, see, oh, Trump's mean, this and that. You know how many people that were coming over and under the Biden administration, and parents, other people were claiming them as their children, and they weren't even the parents? That was under the Biden administration. Why? It came over illegal. That's the problem. That's another whole part of that coming over here illegal, aside from trying to set up future Democrat votes. Because the Democrats never cared about the illegal people, immigration. They didn't care about that. If you think they care, they didn't care. They act like they care. What a mess. How many people? Yeah, I'm going to get some more information on that. We might talk about that tomorrow on Saturday. So now make sure you have the all notifications set so you don't miss any of the live streams. And once again, if you enjoy this content, like and subscribe. We appreciate it. We're live almost every day. I do take a day off here and there. It's going to be a good conversation tomorrow. I'm just trying to get some more information. I heard a little bit of that this afternoon. So many things went bad with this committee run by Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, probably Hunter Biden, Nancy Pelosi. It wasn't run by Biden. It wasn't even run by Kamala. She had no clue what the hell was going on. It was run by this committee, and they really messed things up. They had no clue what the hell to do. All they knew was to badmouth Trump and to make this country fall apart. And Trump is not slowly. He's bringing us back to common sense, make America great again, and building a future for us, our kids, our grandkids, our partners. Republican Party, future Republican Party, and future Democrat Party. You're not going to hear this anywhere else, but it's true. And Trump's not going to come out and say that, but I'm saying it. He's saving our ass. Salute, Kyrox. Cheers. Natalie says, can I say something? Absolutely. My team is the Eagles. Won a game yesterday, sloppy. Try to win another Super Bowl. How about those football games, huh? Have you seen the TV series Candy, starring Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake? I have not. I've heard Natalie Hopkins, but I have not. Oh, I look like, you think so? U.S. Department of Treasury? 85 Bears. And yeah. They had a good team, great defense. I think Buddy Ryan on the Eagles were pretty damn good too, but you're right. Hey, Kyrock, I appreciate putting those emojis on there. Mojos. Love it. Tammy, I mean, I don't know if you just came on, but all these allegations that the Democrats on Trump or Bill Clinton have nothing to do with it. If you're just coming in, Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, said Donald Trump was working at FBI, informant, trying to bring justice. Hey, Whiskey Tango, thank you for that beautiful rose. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. But I understand. I think it was Tammy. I understand. There's people who just don't like Trump, and I get it. But I'll just say this one more time, and you hear it over and over like a broken record. And I hate to repeat what everybody's saying, or a lot of people are saying. The Democrats had plenty of time, if it was true that Trump did anything. Trump was trying to unravel this. If you're just coming in, Mike Johnson, Speaker, says that he was working at FBI informant. He was trying to bring justice for any of these creeps, whether they were Democrat or Republican or independent or movie star or athletes. He's got the list. It came out. The files are out. What else you want the man to do? SB says you're so lost. Am I lost? I'm in my backyard. Appreciate it. Maybe I'll find my way home. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Why do Trump haters here not want lower crime? Yeah. In Chicago, Lemon J, it's funny you brought that up. Thank you for bringing it up. You know, this Democrat, this governor in Chicago, what a piece of crap he is. You know, how could you not? You know what, Lemon J? They don't want crime. You know that. Nancy Pelosi, remember her husband? That was a shame what happened to him, right? We don't want anything. But as soon as something happens, 911, can I help you? Yeah. We got crime. They don't want it. But once again, hey, Chris, appreciate you. Once again, they like what's going on in Washington. How many people got arrested? How many immigrants? It was like 350 arrested in, 1 week? Protect your cities. Got to fight crime. Can't have crime. Can't walk down the street with your wife, your husband, your kids, your grandkids, and worry about getting mugged or abused. It's been going on too long. Now, we're not going to fix crime for good, but at least Trump is trying again, right? He's trying. Bring in the National Guards. But once again, these governors, these Democrat governors mostly, hate Trump, want Gavin Newsom to be president. Can you imagine? Gavin Newsom doesn't care about homeless people. Crystal knows that. He pocketed a lot of that money. He relocated that money for a UCLA baseball. He didn't care about the homeless people. Majority of these Democrats don't care about anybody but themselves. I don't even think they care about their families. And I don't mean Democrats on here. I'm talking about the Democrat Party. Not all of them, but 90%. Thank you, Richard. But yes, thank you for bringing that up, Lemon J. I bet you most of those people in Chicago that are Democrats, Lemon J, everybody on here, agree with Trump. They're not going to ever come out and say it, but they all probably saying, I don't care for Trump, but I like what he's doing. He's a joke, Jeff. He's a joke. He can't even handle a city in California. You thought I was going to say California. He can't even handle one city. He can't even handle San Francisco. Couldn't handle Delaware. I don't think he could handle Starbucks. I don't think him or Kamala together could handle, let alone be a vice president or a president. He's a piece of crap. And Trump tried to help him. Can you believe Trump tried to help him? See, that's the thing we're all missing. Well, not all. I'll speak. Trump goes there with the Pound State fires, right? He said, hey, Gavin, we need to work on a system like Australia. Let's, we can't prevent it 100%. And Gavin Newsom's, yeah. He doesn't care. Because you know why they don't like Trump? Because he knows he's going to open everything up. All the lies they've been doing through Barack Obama and the Biden administration and some of Clinton. Not Clinton himself, in my opinion. And he's calling them out. And they know. The worst in the mob. Worse. Well, they don't take out. They don't do anything. Yes, they do. The worst. I said this before. I think the Democrats have changed. It went so bad. And the Republicans got to look themselves in the mirror too, some of them. Trump's trying to clean that up too. And has. Let's see here. Food costs no more. Tammy says, in her opinion, Gavin Newsom will eat Trump for breakfast. Interesting. Another subscriber says, America is not great anymore. So a lot of different comments. Tammy, somebody agrees with you. Hey, I appreciate all the comments. You don't have to agree with me. I welcome everybody on here. Just use common sense as far as any kind of hate. Not on me. You can hate me, but on anybody else on here, be a little respectful. Otherwise, we're going to treat it like a little person, aka troll. Bobby Lee, how are you? And the moderators are going to give you a little warning, because sometimes we all wake up on the wrong side of the bed. But if you continue, and I don't mean not disagreeing, but saying something hateful, then going to put you on a little timeout. Now, make sure you support other YouTube lives. I'm sure they appreciate it with a like, subscribe. Yes, Ardell, they are friends. A lot of people don't realize that, but Bill, I think Bill appreciates some of the things that Trump are doing, and I think vice versa. I think Trump says he was probably the last of the moderate, quote-unquote, Democrat president, right? Bill Clinton's not a Trump, but he was the last, Democrat party. Barack Obama was bad. Not as bad as Biden, but pretty bad. But ladies and gentlemen, one day at a time, we are little by little moving in the right direction. Evelyn, love your name. Don't particularly agree with your comment. Trump is a snitch, according to Evelyn. Thank you, Richard. Oh, Powell, he's corrupted too. He's got to go. He's really bad. Those interest rates should have been down 6 months ago, a point, in my opinion. So yeah, he's got to go, that guy. He's a piece of shit. He's horrible. Mona. Was that Mona? Oh, Mona Lisa. I love President Trump with a passion. And he's the best president I've ever had in 78 years young. I agree. I agree with that comment. I agree. And Jeff agrees as well. Strong comment, Jeff says on that. I agree. Now, Joe, will one of my monitors take care of that? Because, you can call me out, but don't call anybody else out. That I will not tolerate. All right? Mona Lisa, these are just unhappy people who don't love themselves. And if they can't love themselves, how can they love? Forget the president. They can't. They just. I agree, Evelyn. Do you think our RFJ is doing a good job? I say he's doing above average. How's that? I give you my first instinct. He's not doing bad. He's fit for that position. So I say above average. You look like RFK. Oh, do I? I'm not that old. He's in good shape, though, so I'll take that compliment. Say what you want. He's in good shape. I don't drink too much Kool-Aid. Are you a fake American? No. Are you Gen X? Absolutely, Goose. I support Israel. I don't trust. I don't agree on everything they're doing, but how could you not support them? Go back to Italy. No, I'm staying here in the United States. Sarah says, Jeff Epstein, anyone? Appreciate everybody being here. Hope everybody's doing well on this Friday. Hope you're looking forward to a good weekend. If you're off, enjoy it. Remember, live one day at a time. If you're going through any hard times, stay focused, stay positive. That's what Donald Trump does, right? Jana, hopefully I pronounced that right. Trump's convicted fraud. In a few words, what fraud? Well said, Kai Rock. Well said. Yep. Hey, thank you. 76 likes. I really appreciate the likes. That helps our lives and helps our YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much for all the 76 likes. Bridget says he's probably Gen X. Looks like my mom's age. I have a birthday next week. Birthday's next week. Thank you, Johnny. Alex says, you suck. Appreciate it, Johnny. Appreciate the thumbs up, my friend. Thank you so much for the donation. Johnny, I've heard it all. I'm from South Philly, South Jersey. Nothing can bring me down. Thank you, Ardell. Appreciate it. Oh, is that right? Blood moon this week? Venezuela thing? We have no choice. Venezuela, you imagine living in Venezuela? I agree 100% what we're doing, what Trump's doing on that as well. Yeah, these hats are all made in the United States of America. I'm trying to get some more caps for those who support Donald Trump, so we can give out again. As soon as my wife can find, get some more of these hats. He is upbeat. Well said, Lemon J. Yeah, I agree. Everything you just said, Lemon J, and I think I said that. Yeah, we're going to look back in 2026, probably, Lemon J, right before that, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to keep going boom, boom, boom. I'm going to hit a couple bumps as far as the stock market goes and all, but we're going to continue. I like to see Trump work on a better health care, there's some things that I like to see him do, and I'm sure he will. That's right, Richard, you got one. Yeah, I got my wife's got this new website. I don't know if we're going to find any caps exactly like this one, but I'm going to have some other ones that my wife's looking to get, so stay tuned. Welcome in. Good night. Hey, I appreciate everyone on here. Whether you agree, disagree, don't like Trump, appreciate it. You guys being here. Everybody has their different opinions, and that's the way it should be. Absolutely, Ardell. Welcome in, Andrew. If you're just coming in, we've been discussing almost a little over an hour now on Mike Johnson coming out and saying that Trump was an FBI informant, and that he's been working the whole time for these victims, these poor, beautiful young ladies, and he let it out tonight. Now, whether he accidentally said it, or calmly just said it, or maybe Trump told him to say it, regardless, he made it clear, calmly, in front of a reporter. So there you go. Thank you, Lemon J, letting the viewers know about the gold and silver. I don't know about that, but healthcare needs to be worked out. No president has figured that out yet. So he can figure that out, Trump. My God, he might go down as one of the best ever. But yeah, healthcare needs to be, we got to resolve that. Universal healthcare. Yeah, you think universal healthcare will work? I'm not being smart. I'm asking you. You think that's going to work? Obamacare. I'm going to have trouble pronouncing. Zara. Thank you for your comment. I actually had Obamacare, and let me just say this about Obamacare. I give props to props. At least Barack Obama tried. It doesn't work. God forbid something happens, and it did to me. You're in trouble. But he did try. There's some good things on there. You thought I was going to say it's all bad, but we got to have something better than Obamacare. It's just not. But he did try. So I will give him that. I give credit what credit is due, but it's just not. It's good if nothing happens, and we have just minor things. But if something, God forbid, happens to you, an event, you're in trouble on certain of the Obamacare. And it's not that cheap if you go to the, hey, thank you. 82 likes. Appreciate you guys. Hope everybody's doing well on this late night Friday. Late for me, anyhow. Might be early for some of you, depending where you're at. So there's some Trump people on here who just don't like Trump, and there's a lot of you who like Trump. I welcome everybody. Just don't hate on anybody of the other subscribers on here. Yeah, I think 90% is about what I was going to say. Well, I wasn't going to say, but I think that's accurate. Yeah, let's get 100 likes. But Richard, I think I agree with you. 90% is not too good. Great comment, Taylor, Bruce Taylor. And it's a shame, Bruce, because a lot of those people were getting Medicaid and free assistance, and the homeless people that we help out on here. By the way, we help out the homeless when we can. They were getting nothing, a lot of them. Nothing. The Americans, people who fought for this country, are veterans. The veterans, they were getting nothing. But the illegals were getting everything. So thank you for that comment. Miguel, we heard it tonight from Speaker Mike Johnson. Social health care is no bueno. No, it doesn't work. Look at Canada. So that doesn't work. Thank you, Kyra. Thank you for your comments on the shorts, too. Amen, Bruce. High five, fist bump, my friend. Amen. They should be number one. Even with the ones who have an addiction, we should never, ever forget about our veterans, whether they're a Democrat or Republican, black or white or gay. They should be number one. They fought for our country. We wouldn't be live. We wouldn't be watching sports events. We wouldn't be around. So that's a great comment. Aaron, subscriber, says Israel owns Trump. Yeah, I hear you, Jeff. Yeah, Tammy, I appreciate your comments. And I'm not looking for views. Every day, me and my wife are out there, along with churches and other people on YouTube, feeding the homeless every single day. I don't ask them if they're illegal. I don't ask them if they're gay, what color, what religion, non-religion. Okay, Tammy, I know you're new, and I help out all, even those who are illegal, and I know they're illegal. I help them. I don't want anybody to starve. I get people into nonprofits. So, but thank you for your comment. That's what we do on this channel, and we're going to continue to build and help out those who really need help. It doesn't matter what addiction. And I have Democrats and Republicans that I work with, representatives who 95% agree on helping them out. Yeps, Kyrock. Yep. And all we can do is try. As Ozzy, our little subscriber who's probably sleeping tonight, would say. So all we can do is try. If we can help 2-3 homeless a day, 25 homeless people a week, we help them out all. But yeah, the veterans, it's so sad when I see these vets on the street. Anybody on the street. Thank you for your comment. Look, we'll be here all night while I support Trump. I'll just say this. Trump is always trying. And I know he comes across, maybe he has a little ego. I'll just say this nicely. He's fighting for all. Now, I know I'm not trying to talk anybody into him, but it's common sense. The last administration, do you understand? They come across like they're nice. They care about homeless. They don't care. I said this before. Bill Clinton was the last hurrah. It's finished. And it's going to be finished for a while. Not forever, the Democrats, but for a while. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you so much for those kind words. Yeah, I'm fortunate to help out the homeless, and with the generous donations when people can, or just liking, subscribing, helps, and we're going to continue to. I'm not on this planet anymore, helping out the less fortunate, whether they have addictions, they're alcoholics, whatever they might be, helping them out, because a lot of homeless, we've had homeless on every president. Let's get that straight, even Trump. But a lot of the problem here in Las Vegas, it quadrupled with the committee that was run with Joe Biden. Quadruple. Did we have homeless with Trump before? Yes. Did we have it with Bush? Yes. Clinton? Yes. But not like it's happening. And it's still there. And we got to do more with that too. And I've said this live that Trump needs to do more. So I say it as it is. All right, let's continue. That's great. Yeah, do what you guys could in your neck of the woods. Use your own judgment. Help out when you can. Your local churches. Feel comfortable. Use your judgment. Go with somebody. A lot of times, guys, they just want a bottle of water. They want a conversation, a hamburger, but just a conversation. They really want. They just want love. They want to be treated. Yeah, Bruce. Absolutely, yes. Yes, I see where I Lemon J said yes. I was reading while you said yes. Yeah, a lot of them lost their homes. That's a whole nother thing. A lot of greediness, a lot of government problems, landlord problems. But yeah, we can go here all night and talk about the homeless. It's just it's unfortunate. A lot of people lose a spouse and they're lost out in the street, and a lot of people can recover from a loss in life, but some people can't, and they just literally give up. And they're on the hot streets of Vegas. It gets cold here, all over California, Oregon, Chicago, Philadelphia, Florida, and we really got to do more when we can. Hey, welcome. If it was your first time here last night or last week or last month or tonight, well, I appreciate it. It's not unnoticed. Thank you so much for all your love. Even those who disagree, I really mean that. We appreciate. Whiskey Tango with the floating heart. Thank you for that donation. Appreciate it. I welcome everybody. You're entitled to your opinion. All I ask is be respectful to the other people you're disagreeing with. You know, you can discuss things without being disrespectful, right? Thank you so much, Rough for the Rescue. Thank you. I appreciate you. Do I like the new season? I don't watch it, so I don't know anything about it, so I can't say I do. Yeah, I don't watch too much except for sports, a little bit of news, and Naked and Afraid. That's about all I watch. And old All in the Family, Good Times, and some old 70s shows on YouTube once in a while. All right, guys, I'll read a few more comments that make some sense. Eagles my favorite team. Somebody asked. God bless you, Palon. Appreciate you. Jeff, thank you so much, man. I appreciate your support. God bless you and your family. Have a great weekend. Like and subscribe, guys, for coming in. We'll be live again tomorrow. I have a topic we're going to be talking about tomorrow is so many things that went wrong with the illegals coming over. How many people lost their lives? Sadly, people don't talk about that on either side. Too much. YouTubes don't talk about it. We're going to talk about that and how many young kids of Venezuela, Mexico, and other countries were grabbing these young people, and they weren't even the mother and father. What a shame. So we're going to discuss that tomorrow. Not sure what time. Probably going to be in the morning because I'm going to kick back and try to enjoy football a little bit. So probably in the morning on tomorrow. Hey, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys. We didn't quite make 100 likes. Thank you for the donations tonight. We pass it forward to the homeless people. Thank you for the likes. Thank you, moderators, on this later Friday evening. Some people it's not late. Others it's late. I'm all different times. I mean, during the week, if you're new, during the weekdays, I'm pretty close to 6 o'clock Pacific time, which is 9 o'clock East Coast time. You can figure out the rest of the times depending where you're at. Weekends, it's mornings, sometimes late. But I just wanted to bring this topic up. A lot of people think that Mike Johnson was saying it, making it up. I leave that up to you guys as far as the FBI informant. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, black, white, gay, straight, trans, whatever you might be, it doesn't matter. Love yourself. Be happy. Stay positive. Stay confident. Prayers and thoughts with Donald Trump. Moving forward. Still got a lot to do. But he will get it done. He'll hit a few bumps. He might rub me the wrong way. But at the end of the day, he's not perfect, in my opinion, only my opinion. He's doing better than any president in our lifetime, senator, governor, or mayor of any kind. He might rub a lot of people the wrong way, but behind closed doors, I know a lot of you, not all of you, a lot of you are saying, I still don't like him, but I think we're in good hands. You can put your head on the pillow knowing that we're safe. You can just see it. You can just see it. And with Putin, I think, I'm trying to stay focused and we'll end that war. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Make sure you support other YouTube channels when you go to the next live stream. Give them a little love if you enjoy the content. I'll stay on for a minute and let you guys interact with each other for a minute and say goodnight. Thank you so much. God bless Trump. FBI, informant, Trump. He's everything. He can do it all. Thank you, Kyrock. Thank you for that membership. Continuing your membership. Pat, have a good night, Pat. Thank you for all your support, Pat. It's not unnoticed. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Take care, guys. Be nice to somebody once in a while. Take care. Got to be nice once in a while. Take care, guys.